toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth, home to the TCU Horned Frogs. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on another Big 12 foe, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Ballard with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Red Raiders will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So TCU's offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it! Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing that he's going to sit down when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Red Raiders offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great...
He's going to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Red Raiders. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Handoff from the gun. Fighting off the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Horned Frogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Palmer. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's taking the shot. He got it. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal. And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. They'll run it on 1st and goal. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Snagged in the middle. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The Horned Frogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Grabbed over the middle. It's small. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has... touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Woo, that defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Palmer. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He wants it all. Touchdown, TCU! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Finds his target down the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
To the air on second down. Looking to the big tight end. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Trying play action. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
They're working that left side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. First play of the period, first down here. Corner's going to give them room. Wants to throw again. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way.
You can't give points away when you're... You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Now he's going to throw it all the way back across the field. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He makes the catch. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Finds a little space. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snags it. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here comes the option. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Caught near the 6. It's Wilson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And with that pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but has held really strong, put up some good numbers.
Finds the tight end. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys. They usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Going for it all. Snatches it on the right. There he goes. Touchdown, Red Raider. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Gets it out quickly. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. On target to the left. Ripping through the defense. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. Back to pass, it's Hammond. He uncorks one deep. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Well, this defense was ready for go-bombs. Against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hauls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points.
There he goes. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Horned Frogs moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
And the Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Caught over the middle. It's small. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Makes the catch. It's small. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. To the air, it's Hammond. Pulls it in, it's Jones. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last.
He wants to go deep. Hits him in stride of the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Got it.
To the air on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Balkinson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Hammond. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Young. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Red Raiders can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's awesome. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Bringing it back. Running through contact.
This offense really felt coming into today they were going to have to throw the football. For the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Horned Frogs have moved it inside the 20. Leaves it with the running back. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
And the field goal unit is on the field. And this one splits the uprights. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, and 2nd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Steps away. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, he's showing you all the tools in the toolbox now. We saw earlier in the game his ability throwing the football.
Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
This offense doing business in the red zone. Here's the give off the left side. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
And the Red Raiders will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Pressure coming. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Fuller. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Horned Frogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown there?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off the play fake on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Hammond. Quarterback adapting. Got it in the middle, it's Balkinson. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Red Raiders are rolling down the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Quarterback on the keeper. As they say, touchdown, first down, or get down. He gets down.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really...
Max going for the goal line. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind. Well, with a huge lead, interesting decision. Are you going to try to pad it with a field goal, or do you want to stay aggressive?
And what's nice is you got this big lead, so it really doesn't matter whichever you choose, but you can grab the points, or you can go to try to put this nail in the coffin.
Now on the move. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kid Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Old Dominion. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. It's first and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence. And
here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Rushes on him. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling.